Russ Fairley for ProductionWorld.net. Today we are taking a look at the beautiful Fender Brad Paisley Artist Series Telecaster. This beautiful guitar just was announced and went on sale this year. It is a real gem. It's a nice silver sparkle, Paisley pickguard for Brad's signature look. It's got some road wear. If you see here, a little bit of rash there.
There's something about bare wood on your, and that's actually just sanded down bare wood, which is what would happen after a while.
On the bottom, overall, looks like this thing's seen some action. I think it's based on this 62. Tricky to see on most angles, but you can see on the bottom of this guitar here, the crackle that's in the finish. That's also on the top of the body. Just of course, with the way the lighting is, it's tricky to see, but there you go. Good look at the crackle in the finish there. It's also, while it's really difficult to see, it also exists on the headstock and the neck as well. It's got a nice sort of worn look. Road worn is what they call it. In addition to Brad's logo on the headstock, you can see it's using vintage machines, a single vintage tree, and we've got 21 frets on a maple neck. Taking a look at the body, we've got, well, mine's got a little more road wear than most in that the top hat style selector switch actually was damaged in shipping, but we'll be replacing that, so you'll see some clips with that on as well. But it's sort of standard Telecaster fare. Normal volume and tone. We've got a vintage bridge, and it's a little tricky to see, but you can see a little bit of wear on the pickup as well. It's almost worn smooth there. This one on the neck pickup, you know, that may look just dirty, but that's actually how it is. This thing is just designed to look kind of naturally beat up over years of playing. You can see a little bit of wear on the neck. Also, whether that is from the reviewers who looked at the guitar before me or whether that's meant to be, I'm not sure, but it all looks cool.
And I got a little bit of nicks here and there, some dents. The neck is light finish, so you know how great necks look when they start to get the black gook from people's hands.
I mean, this is one very, very cool looking Tele. There you can see a little bit of the crackle on the headstock too, which is really a nice sort of finish and feature to this Telecaster. It's made in Mexico, as the Artist Series tend to be, and it is put together beautifully. The guitar plays really nicely. You can see over either shoulder. It's tough to even tell which hand's which when you're watching in reverse. I've got a couple of US Telecasters. They're 83 Smith era and a 2016 Elite, and both amazing guitars. This feels right at home. This is really right in that same wheelhouse. This one's also a really light Telecaster, which is great. So if you're going to be playing for a long time, the weight is really, really nice. It's got that real Tele feel, you know? Not only does it look like, it's got a bit of every kind of world, you know, this sort of beat up vintage look. It's got, you know, Brad's signature look with the Paisley pickguard, which is super cool, but it's also got a real Tele feel. Forget that it's quite a bit lighter than any other Tele I've played. It has that real chunk. I think I heard the expression once that a Telecaster is a cutting board with a neck bolted on. Personally, Teles are kind of my favorite.
It's a cutting board with a neck.
But this is, you know, this is a legit Tele. There's no cutaway for chunky guys like me, and it just kind of feels right. So this Telecaster's lightness is due in great part to the Polonia core, and this guitar also has a spruce top and back. The finish, of course, is road-worn silver sparkle. As you remember, it looks like really natural wear that's happened over a lifetime of playing. The pickups in this guitar were hand-picked by Brad and the Fender team, and they've picked some hot rods. Both are single-coil pickups, including a custom-wound 64 Tele bridge pickup and a twisted Tele neck pickup. And I can tell you, the bridge pickup is hot, and the neck pickup is warm and sweet. Center position has a lot of pluck and twang and sounds exactly as you'd hope your Telecaster sounds. This beautiful maple neck is a custom enhanced V-shaped neck with a 9.5-inch radius maple fingerboard. The clear pickguard has a custom black and silver Paisley background, and this guitar ships with a deluxe gig bag. One of the really cool things about this instrument and the materials they chose to build it with are that not only does the Paulownia core and the spruce top and back make for a very lightweight instrument, a very comfortable instrument, but this guitar also is extremely resonant. Before you even plug it into your amp, you're gonna, be impressed by how much volume this instrument has. It sounds great already. We haven't even plugged it in yet. When it comes to this neck, the enhanced V is actually really, really cool. It rounds out as it gets higher up, making it really easy for solos or even for higher up chording, as Brad's tending to do. He also does a lot of finger style playing and stuff up the neck, and this enhanced V, which is built to his personal specification, really works for that. This silver sparkle Telecaster has a truly road-worn appearance. Not only is that evident through the silver sparkle lacquer finish, but also through the aged hardware that they've used. The vintage style tuning machines, bridge, as well as neck pickup, and the hardware around the volume and tone knobs and pickup selector switch, all of these pieces really look like they've been used for years and years. So this guitar comes out of the case feeling like an old friend. For the speed demons out there, of which I'm not really one, the 9.5-inch radius fingerboard has medium jumbo frets, which is really, really awesome for smooth bends and for taking it up to ludicrous speed. Teaming up with Brad Paisley really made sense for Fender, as he's got sort of a look, feel, and vibe that really fits with Teles. He's used them as long as he's been playing country music, but there's something about his sound that really suits a Telecaster. His voice and his playing style are really, they capture the essence of a Telecaster. And I think that's what's interesting about this beautiful guitar, is that it's got plenty of that kind of country feel, but it's also got the rebellious edge that Brad has. And I think it works really well with the style of play that he's made famous, as well as with all sorts of other kinds of music. This thing is excellent for rock. It's got such a smooth, warm tone on the neck pickup. You can use it for soft rock, ballads, country, just about any genre. This thing is going to fit in really nice. It's also going to just, even if you're a rocker, there's nothing like having just a little dash of Nashville in you. So part of the Artist Signature series, the Brad Paisley Road-Worn Telecaster is a very cool guitar, and this is definitely a recommended pickup if you're into Telecasters, if you're into country, if you're into Brad Paisley, or even if you're into none of that, but you just want a really cool guitar that's got kind of a nice vintagey, road-worn feel. This is a great choice.